Braided cord is a great alternative for gift bags or anywhere you might need a little bit of string, rather than just chaining a length or slip stitching or single crocheting. It's a fun way to use another weaving skill, and you can still use all of your yarn. That's what we're going to do on today's quick fix. You can make your own braided cord for any kind of project using leftover yarn very easily. I've got 3 different strands of yarn here. They're all relatively the same size, and it's all acrylic in some nice pretty colors. Then you need a pair of scissors in order to cut your yarn, and you need one of 3 things: a heavy object, some tape, or a safety pin, and I'll explain those in a moment. First, you want to decide how long your cord is going to be. You can also just braid a whole long length of cord and cut it as you need it. That's entirely up to you, but typically I make my cording to the length that I need for the project. So let's say we're just making a little bit of cording today. I'm going to grab all 3 strands that I want to use. I'm going to hold them all together at the ends. I'm going to not tug too tightly because I don't want one of them to maybe pull and be stretchy and another one not. I'm going to measure out the yarn that I want, assuming that it's all roughly the same length now. So I've got 3 strands that are all the same color. I can put these to the side. I can put this to the side. And to begin, you're going to take the top, you're going to knot your 3 strands together. So I like to make a little loop and then pull the short tail through the loop. And then I guide that knot towards the end. So I want it to be as close to the end as possible. And once it's basically there, I'm going to pull on all 3 of those individual strands, first from the bottom and then from the top, and that will make that knot nice and tight. Now we need one of those 3 objects I mentioned: the heavy object, the tape, or the safety pin. The heavy object you can put right there on the knot, and you can work away on your flat desk using that heavy object. If you yank tightly and it tends to pull out, then you can use a bit of tape and just tape it down to your work surface, preferably a plain work surface, not paper, because it'll rip the paper when you take the tape off of it, but maybe like your wooden surface, like your desk or something. Or you can run a safety pin through it, right through the knot, right up here, right through one of those things, and safety pin it to an object like the knee of your jeans while you're sort of sitting there at your desk, maybe to a blanket in front of you. You could hook it onto something using that safety pin. Either way, you're creating something that's a little sturdy that you can now work off of, whether it's a safety pin, some tape, or just a heavy object. And now we braid. You have 3 strands. These 3 strands could be different thicknesses. You could have double strands, you could have triple strands. Basically, you want to split your strands into 3 even spaces. So 1, 2, and 3. And then it's just a matter of layering over top. So right goes over the middle, middle goes to the right, left goes over the middle, middle goes to the left, right goes over the middle, middle goes to the right, left goes over the middle, middle goes to the left. And then you want to tighten it up. So I'm holding mine. If you're working tightly on a against, like if you've got this sort of anchored on your knee or something, you can be tight right from the beginning. But if you have to keep pausing and picking it up because, you know, whatever the situation is, you can always work a couple of braids. So right over middle, left over middle, right over middle, left over middle, and then pause and tighten it up. And you tighten it up by just gently pulling on all of those strands, and then you can put it back. And you start again. Right over middle, middle goes to the right, left over middle, middle goes to the left. That is the general idea. Right over middle, middle goes to the right, left over middle, middle goes to the left. And then after it gets long, you can sort of do it just by holding it in your hands. Right over middle, middle to the right. Left over middle, middle to the left. Right over middle, middle to the right. Left over middle, middle to the left. Right over middle, middle to the right. Left over middle, middle to the left. pause and tighten it up. When your tension is a little loose, it'll look like this. If it's kind of tight, it'll look like this. This will all iron itself out with more practice. So my best advice is to make sure that you've got your piece anchored securely and it's not moving around on you. I love to work with this attached to my knee. That way I can be nice and tight right from the beginning. But either way, the most important part here is learning how to braid. If you are right-handed, you probably start with me, right over left, left over right. If you're left-handed, you can do the opposite, left over middle, right over middle, etc. If you leave it and come back and you're wondering where you are, all you have to do is look at the last fold. So whatever is on top should be in the middle. And the one that is just over top, so the piece that's over top should be in the middle, and the thing that it is over top of is, make sure that's just out. It'll show you what direction it should be going in. For example, the pink looks like it needs to be going in the direction, so it is. The one that was used the least or the last will be the one that's way to the behind, so that's the one that goes over next. I like to hold two, bring one over. So you're alternating with right over middle, left over middle, right over middle, left over middle. And of course the one in the middle is constantly moving. And after a while, you'll get nice and quick at it, your tension will even out, and you're making yourself a really cute little braided cord. I should mention that it's always good to keep moving your strings, and you'll see me kind of like pull them through my fingers. This is to keep the bottoms from getting tangled, because if all you do is quickly braid like this, left over middle, right over middle, left over middle, right over middle, and you don't keep thinning out the strings, well, this can happen. And then depending on the yarn you're using, it can actually get pretty badly tangled. So when the strands are long, I recommend just regularly pulling them out, keeping them all separate. It'll keep them all from bunching up and tangling. Once you've decided you've got enough braid, you can work all the way to the end or stop anytime you want. Sort of hold it as tightly as you can at the end and make a knot. Same thing you did at the beginning. Create a little loop, pull your ends through it, make sure all three of them are through, and then pull that little knot to be as close to, if not overlapping, the last few bits of braid that you have. And then same thing, you just pull all three of those strands independently and you've knotted off the end. Then of course you can trim the edges, and now you've got some braided cord. Braided cord is really easy to do. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to use up some stash yarn as well. In fact, you could make up a whole bunch of braided cord and put it aside for use later. And if you've got a lot of it and you don't need an entire length, you can always snip it right in the middle, snip it to the length you need, and then create another little knot, pull it tight, and you can sort of trim off the ends, and you can easily do that. So it doesn't matter, it's going to unravel just a tiny bit, but you can always sort of like tighten it back up before you put in that knot. And that way you can use longer lengths of yarn. If you just want to sit and keep your hands busy and do a little braiding, you can make yourself some cord and just, like I said, put it away in the stash for use later on. I hope you enjoyed making some braided cord along with us today, and we'll see you soon here at the Jayda and Stitches Show. Until then, stay safe, stay crafty, and have a great week. Bye, guys!
Hi everybody, Mr. InStitches here. Thank you for watching today. Here are some of our other videos you might be interested in. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.